What's up, guys? It's Dedicated Diva Homeschooling, and today, September 6th, 2022, basically is the start of school. Now, I know that our kiddos don't actually go to a school, but it's the start of school because it's so many days that you have to count out for attendance. So, today should be around your first day of beginning, or the official first day of beginning, I should say. I'm going to talk about two different methods, umbrella and independent. And if you are going through an umbrella school, you want to make sure that your child is enrolled. You want to make sure if there are any payments that need to be paid, you do that. You want to make sure that if there is any paperwork that needs to be filled out, you get that done. You want to go into the online portal if your umbrella school has an online portal, and make sure that everything is all nice and tidy. um if you have received any emails from them, you want to make sure that you put them all in a certain folder in your email address, just to make sure that you keep everything together. You want to make sure that if you have any certain questions that you want to ask them, want to make sure that you write those down and call in to ask them those questions. Basically, you want to make sure that you have everything all nice and tidy. And if you're going an independent route, you want to make sure that you have all of the paperwork that's needed. Now, I don't know how it is in your state, but in Tennessee, you just basically have to make sure that you have all of the paperwork that's needed. You have to send that in by the end of the school year, but now is the perfect time to make sure that you have everything in front of you that you will need for the school year. You want to make sure that if there are any questions that you have the right contact information, if it's by phone or email. And it's the same way through an umbrella school. um you just want to make sure that you always have a place for all of the email addresses and phone numbers that you need to be on hand if you had any question that needs to be asked or answered. Now, I don't want to sound redundant, but you want to make sure that you have all of your paperwork in order, because you don't want to get 2 months down the line and notice that it's something that you don't have in order. And I'm going to go back to the independent school route. You want to make sure that it is some way, because I know here in Tennessee, you don't have to have proof of what you're doing. You just have to have your um attendance, basically. But you want to make sure, if it's just a Google form, you create a form where you can take down attendance and maybe something that you did for the week or something that you did for the day. That always come in handy, just in case of they acting like they didn't get some type of paperwork in and they end up wanting to say that your child is truant. You want to make sure that you have everything that you could possibly have to show that your child is doing some type of work in their attendance. Now, I have a video. I'll link it at the end, and if I don't link it at the end, at the very end of the video, I'll put it in the comment section, or I'll put it in the description box. There are ways for you to take down grades and attendance and keep them on your own, just for a constant record. Now, you also want to make sure that you have the supplies that you need. Maybe your child is good with writing things down. And side note, your child needs to be writing at some point. I know we are all in the digital age where everything is done by computer, tablet, phone, but your child needs to be writing something down. So just make sure they have a folder to be able to write things down, notes, um, essays, different things of that sort. You want to make sure they have something to take down notes with and write with. Any books and websites, you maybe want to go on Amazon and look for certain books and different things of that sort. You want to make sure you have all the books that you need. I know on Amazon It's a lot of things that you can find at a nice little price, so you want to check them out. Any websites that you go on for the school year, I'm going to do a video in that also showing you guys how to bookmark websites in Chrome. So any websites that you may use for homeschooling, you'll be able to do that. Another thing that would be great is to print out school calendars for your county, or you want to save them on your desktop so you'll have that school calendar for your county. Now, you may not want to go buy it, but it's a great resource to have when you want to make sure that your child is not doing too much work. When I say too much work, if there's any type of holidays, days out, different things of that sort, you will know of it, and you can just critique things the way that you will want to. Last but not least, you want to talk to your kiddos to basically let them know, hey, the school year is starting over again. This is the way our week is going to go. This is the way our days are going to go, and things of that sort. So you want to make sure they start to change their pattern from summer to actually school time again. And last up is to set schedules. Now, you want to set schedules, for instance, for bedtime, and you want to set schedules for lunch and breaks. It can be PE when you want them to get up and move around. If you work, you want to set your schedule around that time on when you're homeschooling them. If there are any doctor's appointments or studying and reading time, you want to start scheduling time for those things, just so basically your child know that this is the time that things get done. I'll be back in about 2 days with state resources, more into setting schedules, and Discovery K-12. If you are thinking about homeschooling and you don't know what would be the best thing for you to do, or you don't know how to go about it, I'll be coming back with that also. I'll see you guys next time.